Big up people in the stream chat. What's people in the stream chat saying? I'm seeing some news here. Welcome for the stream chat. Big up young old vibes. DDG restraining order for beating Halle. What? DDG cooked. You can't whoop on Disney princess. AZ Diddy rubbing semen on his nipples like lotion, and you talking about fashion. Big up young old vibes. Oh my god, is that true? No way. Let me Google this right now. Let me Google this now. Big up the stream chat. Big up having one of the best stream chats in the world. I love you all. Thank you for that breaking news. You guys are the best. Big up Daniel Clements. Big up Black American. Are these a pair to wear or to collect? Oh, a pair to both, I'd say. Black American. Personally, both. I'd probably keep one. I'd probably buy both and keep one. Or buy two and keep one, sorry. No way. DDG beat up on Halle Belly. No fucking way. Let me check this out. Let's see. Where am I going to find this news? Would Academics TV post it? Let's see if Academics TV posted it. Or maybe I can go on Glock Topics. Who posted this information? Let's see. What? Hold on. It's on TMZ. No. Fuck. DDG. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, cool. Let's see this. This girl, man. If this isn't true, this is gonna I wonder what happened between them, man. They were literally in love all over the timeline, and now they're like, the hate is so strong. What the fuck happened? Okay, cool. Let's see this. Big up the stream chat for this breaking news. I appreciate you all. You're fucking amazing. This is an exclusive. So Halle Bailey, and her team have been in contact with TMZ. They're working together because this is an exclusive. They put it there, exclusive. Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her multiple times and gets a restraining order. So this might explain why DDG has lost custody, innit? Because I think DDG, I saw a clip of him saying that he can't see his kid anymore, or he's got very, very limited rights to see his kid. So I wonder if this is in part to do with this restraining order. Let's read the article anyway. Halle Bailey says that she had enough of DDG allegedly abusing her. She's filed a police report and now she wants court-ordered protection from the father of her child, TMZ has learned. In docs filed on Tuesday in LA, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October, and Halle says DDG came over to pick up her son Halo, or their son Halo, sorry. She tried to start a convo with the rapper about a child visitation schedule. Oh my god. Okay, two pictures here of Halle Bailey's bruises on her arms. One picture looks a lot more, one of the pictures looks darker, so the bruise looks a little bit more obvious there. The other one, you can't really see it too much, but there's a bruise on the back of her arm. That bruise looked like she kind of got grabbed really strongly. Maybe somebody grabbed her arm, you know, that sort of thing. It doesn't look like a punch, does it? It doesn't look like that's a blow. It looks like somebody grabbed her really strongly on the arm. As she was buckling Halo into the car seat, she claims DDG grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out of my car, bitch." Halle says the baby was crying. She got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such an agitated state. That's when they allegedly started wrestling, with DDG pulling her hair, slamming her face onto a steering wheel, and chipping her tooth. Oh, DDG, bro. Oh my god, bro. This is so bad. And he's been on social media crying and complaining, acting like he's like being taken advantage of and he's not been given any rights, and people have kind of, and you know, Halle Bailey is sort of like manipulating the situation and making him like a bad dad and shit. You can't be doing this. I understand it's frustrating. I understand they probably not got the best relationship between each other, but I said it from the beginning. I said the same thing about Ye and his issues with Kim. The internet can't help you, man. We can't do anything in these situations with baby mothers. It's always very tense and emotional, right? You have to deal with it as a man in a very calm manner, whether you deliver it through the courts or you try to come to some sort of like cordial agreement. You have to do the work outside off the internet as a dude. Personally, I think if you've got a baby mom and you're a dude, you should treat that woman still like your win relationship with her. You shouldn't be treating that lady as just some person that popped out the baby. You should be doing everything that you can to make sure she's comfortable, make sure she's okay, because that's still your kid, even though you're not together anymore. Regardless if she moves on, whatever, you should still do that. And I think it also serves you well to do that and to kind of be on her good side so that you can see the kid whenever you want. Like, you might have visitation schedule that limits you to see the kid 3 times a week. But if you're on good terms with the baby mum, then she might let you see the kid 5 times a week. She might let you pop in randomly if you want, because you're on good terms. But I don't understand these guys that go on social and like say mad shit about the baby mum and then think it's gonna help them, especially dudes. Like, the courts aren't set up to fucking favor guys anyway in these situations, so you really are fucked. So you kind of have to work it for yourself and work it to your best advantage. But what you can't be doing, you can't be physically attacking or assaulting your baby mum. You really can't be doing that. No matter how much she's been driving up the wall, no matter how much she's been getting under your skin, you can't do that. Because the moment you do this, and especially nowadays, the court, you know, the actual courts don't really matter that much. It's a court of public opinion. Now you're definitely cooked. Now nobody's giving you a benefit of, like, people already on social, I feel like, hated DDG. DDG on social media doesn't have the best reputation amongst people who love Halle Bailey, for whatever reason it is. I'm not sure what it is specifically. Maybe a lot of people think Halle could have done better than DDG. I don't know. But the internet doesn't really like DDG, especially the internet that's in favor of Halle. So this is only going to make things worse. This is only going to make things worse. Fuck, man. I'm sure there's 2 sides to every story, but this doesn't look good. So far, you chipping her tooth. Halle says that she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped and the fighting, she was still worried about Halo. So she remained in the car for the ride to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. So the family can attest to this. So this is not even like a lie. She's got witnesses. I'm sure the family won't, you know, fucking go against DDG, right? I'm sure they won't. Don't get me wrong. But on top of the pictures, we've got a picture here of her chipped tooth, which looks very chipped. And this is Halle Bailey. Do you know what I mean? This is a fucking Hollywood. This is like an industry fucking no, Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood star. She's got nice teeth. There's no reason why her teeth will be chipped unless somebody did something to her or she fell over. So clearly that is a chipped tooth, and she definitely got witnesses because allegedly she stayed in the car and accompanied DDG and the kid over to DDG's house, and she told his family. So they are corroborating witnesses. So this definitely happened, it seems. Fuck. He's cooked. He's cooked in terms of like not seeing his kid. I don't think he's going to go to prison or anything, to be fair. But in terms of visitation rights for his kid, he's definitely cooked. He's going to have minimal visitation with that child. He might be on child support. That's about it. But in terms of having an active role in that kid's life, is done. Unless this turns out as one. The only benefit he might have, the only silver lining for this, the only fucking glimmer, is what happened to Keke Palmer. Is it Keke Palmer? Is that her name? Keke something? Well, that girl. Do you remember when she had a bit of an issue with her guy? Her and her guy had some beef. I think she released a video footage of CCTV inside their house of them fighting and stuff. And they somehow reconciled, which is why you probably shouldn't get involved in relationships like this stuff, because they could end up making up, you know, and getting back together. You never know. But that's the only way he can come back. And even if he does come around from this, his comments and that are going to be, he's not going to hear the end of this, man. Woman abuser, woman beater. Like, he's not going to hear the end of this on social, man. He's not going to hear the end of this. Especially when he goes around acting like he's like this, I'm a girl's getter. Like, he's had some good PR lately, you know. He does some decent PR with his music and the streams, or all these random dates he's been going on with girls, coming on these streams, doing quite really good content with them, actually. The banter between him and his cameraman. I feel like DGG's had some really good PR. Just the other day I saw a clip of Drake congratulating DDG about his new album. He sold, I think, 11,000 first week, actually. Allegedly, DDG sold 11,000 first week, which I think is amazing in this current climate. So he's had great PR. This came at the worst time. Holy shit, this timing is awful. She also alleges DDG creeped her out in March when he showed up at her home, entered without permission. Whoa, DDG, whoa, brother. She alleges that DDG creeped her out in March when he showed up at her house, entered without permission, went to her bedroom and texted a pic of Haley's empty bed to... Oh my god. DDG, bro. What the fuck are you doing, geezer? Went to her bedroom and texted a pic of Haley's bed to her, along with the text, "Now I know what you've been on." Holy shit. DDG is cooked, mate. Fucking cooked. On top of allegedly physically assaulting his baby mum, he's also got allegations of being a stalker, creeper guy. Like, what the fuck is this? This is a red flag, bro. Like, this is kind of like... This is a real red flag, man. This is kind of deep. I'm not gonna lie. This is a little bit... Not to be hyperbolic and shit, or to use crazy words, but this is kind of scary, brother. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of scary. Why are you taking a picture of her bed and sending it to her? Like, why going for this? Haley says she interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of having sex with other people. And if she does, like, what business is that of yours? Aren't you guys broken up? DDG's on stream with like 1 million girls. Like, guys like this make me laugh, though, to be fair. If this is true, guys like this make me laugh. You break up with your baby mum because you're kind of, you know, you kind of want to do your own thing. Allegedly, that's what people say. People say DDG's the one that broke up with Haley. Allegedly. I'm not sure if that's even true, but that's what people allege. But then when she moves, then you move on and you start immediately, you know, being on stream and doing banter stuff with a bunch of girls. But then the moment she does it, you start getting madly jealous and possessive. You can't have your cake and eat it too, bro. 4 days later, she claims he really exploded when he came back to her house. Haley told him she and the baby were sick and she didn't want Halo to leave the home. She claims that's when he got verbally abusive, smashed her Ring camera and ran away with Haley's phone. As he drove off, she claims DDG threw the phone out of his window and yelled to her, "Go get it, bitch." The incident prompted Haley to go file a police report, and she says she also has a Ring camera footage to back up her side of the story. It's also around the time DDG claimed he'd been fighting to see Halo for months. I don't think there's any excuse for this kind of behavior, man. I don't think so. I know she's been driving him because she's very passive aggressive in her own way, right? She's done a few things here and there, kind of like saying stuff on social media, clearly trying to get under his skin and shit. I know she's not an angel, but he could have dealt with this in a much better way. I think as a man, that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to, like, if she wants to get petty and say some stuff about you, you're meant to just like swallow that shit. You're meant to do, like, that's meant to be water over a duck's back, because you're meant to keep the eye on the prize as the kid, you know, and also looking after the baby mom because she's going to be the one looking after the kid for the most part. So you have to kind of do away with getting offended or getting annoyed by those things, just kind of looking at the bigger picture. And I think DDG could have dealt with this away from the internet way better. But I never really agreed with him weaponizing the internet to try and get custody for that kid anyway. It was always a fool's errand, especially because he's not that well liked on social media and she's a fucking darling princess of social, especially for a certain demographic. He was never ever gonna win the court of public opinion. No, he was never gonna win it. And now there's evidence that he's actually abused this woman. Whew. It's looking kind of peaky for him. DDG confronts Haley over Brent. Wow, they got text message. Oh God Almighty! They've got iMessages of him basically posting that post that everyone saw on social about her dating Brent Fires. What's the text says? "This is foul, bet." Okay, so that, I guess DDG, that's DDG's name, right? Daryl Granberry. His text to her. So he took a screenshot of the tweet that shows allegedly people were alleging that Haley was on holiday with her sister and Brent Fires. And I guess the bad mind bit about that is that people were getting up. No, on, I think, what was the issue? Oh, I think the issue was that DDG said that Haley told him he couldn't take their kid on holiday, but then she pops up on the gram with her sister and allegedly Brent Fires hiding, going on holiday together. I don't like. Again, I don't think that's a social media thing. You know, yes, it's a bit of a piss take. If that's true, what DDG said, yes, it's a bit of a piss take and a little bit out of order. If Halle did tell DDG, hey, I don't feel comfortable you taking my kid on holiday. He shouldn't be going on holiday. He's too young. And then suddenly she's going to fucking Bora Bora with fucking her sister and Brent Fires, right? I understand that's gonna hurt your feelings, but I also don't think you should deal with that shit on social media. Like, that should be dealt with privately, away from the cameras, away from the feed. And it's also not that big of a deal, you know? Like, I don't know. You get next, innit? Just use that in your advantage. Just make sure that you get the next round. So she goes on holiday with the kid this time to Bora Bora, then you get the turn next time to go away with the kid. You know? You can use it for your advantage. Anyway, he took that screenshot of that tweet showing Halle Bailey and Brent Fires maybe in the same area or in the same place at the same time. He texted and said to her, you think you hurting my feelings when you really just ruining your own image. This is a terrible look. Makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. But just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same shit. Again, can you blame him for that text though? Can you blame him for that text? I don't think that makes him look bad. Can you blame him? Like, if he requested to take his kid on holiday and she said, no, you're not allowed, which is already weird because that's also his child. Why should she tell him? Why does she have the say so on where that kid goes? You know, why doesn't he have equal say so if he's also the dad, you know? But whatever. She says, no, he can't go on holiday. Maybe he's too young. Maybe he's ill, whatever. He hasn't got his vaccines. I don't know. Then suddenly she pops up in the Seychelles with the kid and allegedly her new fling. I don't understand why he's pissed off, you know? I don't understand why he'd be annoyed. So I don't think that paints him in a bad light. I just think, you know, he wants to hang out with his kid. And it's actually a refreshing thing because he's like, although the images above are not good, he's technically fighting to see his child, you know? I know the images above are not the best. It shows bruises on her arms. She's got a chipped tooth, but at least he's fighting to see his child, I guess. Maybe if that's a silver lining, kinda. You don't have to abuse your baby mom to do that, but you know, at least he cares, I guess. For Halle though, the final straw came just last weekend when she said she was vacationing with Halo and her sister in St. Lucia. Okay, it was St. Lucia, not Bora Bora. My bad. She says DDG texted her links to social media posts claiming she was on the island with singer Brent Fires. Halle replied, not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon. How does this happen anyway, man? How do people go from being so madly in love, having a whirlwind romance, giving birth to a beautiful child, and then suddenly end up hating each other to this extent? Because I feel like they're both trying to bury each other. Like, they both hate each other. Both of them hate each other. Legitimately, you can tell. There's so much contempt on both sides. Like, how does that happen? How does that go from like super duper starry-eyed love, a beautiful child, to suddenly, like, you know what I mean? Like this, where you're trying to get the person ruined. You're trying to ruin the person. And it's almost like Halle doesn't care because in theory, you'd want to protect DDG's image because he's also the father of your child. So you want to make sure that he's okay to kind of support your child. But I guess Halle is so up, she doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But it's like, God damn it, man. Like, relationships are a weird thing, isn't it? One moment you're loving each other, you're all over each other, and next minute you're literally trying to end each other's careers through TMZ. Mad. The judge granted Halle a domestic violence restraining order, requiring DDG to stay 100 yards away from her, and gave her permission to take nearly 18 months. And gave her the permission to take nearly 18 months Halo to Italy, where she'll be filming a movie for 2 months. DDG also has to stop posting or streaming about her and their child. Wow, that's smart from her. So he can't talk about her anymore anyway, or the kid. Halle claims her ex has been whipping up fans into a frenzy by trashing her when he live streams. Which DDG, we've reached out for comment, no word back yet. Oh, this guy is cooked, man. Yeah, big up your old advice. Exactly. That's what I said. He should have took her to the court instead of the internet. Exactly. He fucked. Like, and I never believe either side when it comes to these domestic disputes and shit. I think people are quick to kind of push out things on social that make them look good, right? In these sort of issues. I'm never going to pick sides, and plus it's none of my business. But I think as a man, you owe it to yourself to try and deal with this stuff privately behind the scenes, or just go straight to the courts. You can't win on the internet. You're not going to win because number one, you left this girl, you know, you're already like, people on social media are probably even pissed off that they're not married, you know, or that DDG didn't propose to her or something. So he's already not in the best, you know, he's already not got the best reputation amongst people because of that. Then you leave this girl and she's kind of painted as this, like, you know, damsel in distress. She's got a kid and she's like looking after the kid technically by herself. And now you're doing all this stuff. Oh God almighty. Well, I guess he'll figure it out in the end. I guess he'll figure it out. I want to see what people on social saying. Academics predicted Halle would abuse DDG. Halle would accuse DDG of abuse. Really? Big up academics. Academics predicted this. When did he predict this?
I see you trying to defend her. That's a good move, by the way, but let me tell you what happens next. If she can't paint you as a deadbeat dad, which you're not, I'm going to warn you this. The next step is for her to say you were abusive. I want to be very clear. And she just tried, yo, why is my baby dad doing that? And I don't approve of it. Nobody bit. And unless you about to get back with her and go into whatever regime she wants you to get down with, her next attempt will not be as fluky. Women like this don't stop. You've dodged this one, but you got to wait for the bigger one she about to do. Somebody said, Halle not motherfucking evil? You fucking stupid as hell, nigga. You should have never posted this thing if she wasn't on that type of topic. Women are only loyal to their emotions. I see you.
Wow. Academics predicted it. Predicted it to a T. Damn, man. That is crazy. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Well, DDG, you've got you got some explaining to do, my friend. What's this breaking? DDG and Aiden Ross's median reaction to finding out Halle Bailey came out and said DDG beat her. What's this? Who said this? Let's see this.
What? Oh, fuck. Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Wow.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
Wow.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that.
Wow.
Let me say something. It's not
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop.
DDG finding out on stream. By the way, big up Charles Jeffrey Loverboy. I love the Charles Jeffrey Loverboy hats. I've got the fucking streets on lock. I fucking love it. Big up Charles Jeffrey Loverboy. One of the nicest designers out there as well, by the way. Big up Charles Jeffrey.
Stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being.
Even, but I don't
But
understand.
hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like, I gotta be
Just
the
don't
celebration.
do it, bro. Come here.
Don't even make no
Fuck
sense.
all that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDD.
Mad, isn't it? It's mad that random streamers have more backbone and have more dignity and stand by their friends than comedians, isn't it? Like, even if he's in the wrong, they're still 10 toes standing, you know, by their guy. Aiden Ross right on stream here, backing up DDG. Crystalia, Brian Callen, all those guys, when they went down, they were so quick to throw each other under the bus. These literal children are teaching these guys a little lesson about loyalty, innit, and brotherhood. That's kind of funny.
And fuck anyone who got anything to say.
Fuck the fake narratives, my nigga. Stop the bullshit. We don't want to hear that shit, bro. That shit is fake.
Listen to R. Kelly.
Okay, let's go. We're going to see him.
Madness. Big up Black American again. You really believe that this is about the child? What do you think it's about then, Black American? Do you think this is not about the child? Do you think she's just jealous, or she's just annoyed that DDG kind of left her and she's trying to use the child to get back at him? Is that what you think? Is that the narrative? I could believe that. She's maybe because DDG did move on. That's another thing as well. Like, I don't know. I think as a man, you have to do so much to appease women in these situations because the emotions are so raw. You know, like you break up with your baby mum and you move on quickly, and you're out and about with women and shit. She's gonna hate you, justifiably so, and she's gonna do some things to make your life hell. So you probably owe it to yourself and to your child to not maybe move on as quickly as you'd probably want to, especially not out front, you know, in center, in HD 10K in public. Maybe play a bit coy, maybe not, you know what I mean? Don't be on stream with Wendy fucking Martinez, whoever her fucking name is, and or whatever, all these like hot girls online with beer and shit. Maybe play a little bit cool, you know? Maybe don't be straight up there again because you're gonna annoy her. I know it doesn't make any sense because you're almost kind of like cuckolding yourself, but you've got a child, innit? You kind of have to look at, you kind of have to keep your eye on the child for the most part and see if you can kind of fix that situation so you can just see the kid. But it's mad, man. It's fucking mad. She's a mother. Your kid is not clout shield. Exactly. Black American control. Bit of younger vibes. She's jealous. Yeah, young and old vibes. If she big up big up MRM. She also spoke about feeling fat and ugly, and he ain't helping hanging out with tens. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like DDG's been hanging out with some legit baddies. Like he's been on, I think he didn't DDG do a stream with like India Love? Am I not mistaken? Didn't he do a stream with India Love? He did a studio stream with Bia, and Bia in the studio stream said that she basically alluded to the fact that Halle didn't let Bia and DDG go on stream before because she felt uncomfortable. He did a stream with that Wendy girl, some other Latina girl. Like, who was that girl recently he was on stream with, where she was wearing this really tight dress and he was like growling like a dog? He's been on, like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's wise. You got your baby mom at home and you're trying to see the kid, and here you are, like, with these legit fucking tens on stream who are all really happy to see you. They seem to be flirting with you. They seem to be really having a good time. You have to fucking play it quite cool, man. You have to pick up postpartum. Yeah, I don't think she's jelly. I think she was hurt, moved on, and he's got that Offset mindset. I think it's a bit of both. I think everyone's right here in the stream chat. I think maybe in the beginning she was hurt and was trying to get back at him, but then typical like these kind of dudes are, like a DDG, he moved on and he was like shoving it in her face and she had to eat it. But in the moment she moved on, because think about it, the rumors about her dating Brent Fires only started recently, and then suddenly he started to become a little bit more possessive and started to get jealous, which isn't fair because, I don't know, she's been linked with one guy since they broke up. He's been seen on camera with fucking 17 million baddies, and he gets jealous of a one dude, you know? That's a little bit, you know what I mean? That's a little bit mad. So I think it probably was on both sides. They probably both had their moments where they're being super toxic, but then now the situation is at where it's at. So sad situation all around. Really, really is. Again, because there's a kid in the middle of this, obviously. But it just goes to show, man, if you've got a baby mum, you have to play it like, I mean, you have to just play sensible. You can't be like getting on their nerves like this. You really can't be doing that. But again, what do I know? What do I know? What do I know?